Are you aware that 70% of pastors constantly fight depression and burnout for the frustration experienced as a result of ministry workload, discouragement, and pressure? We help leaders grow healthy churches. We are excellent at what we do, and we are fast becoming the best of the very best. MagnaCraft Consulting is set up to help both small and large-sized churches become healthier by using proven diagnostics tools, effective retention strategies. We give the right and appropriate and professional advice. We are the certified church consultants with the Society of Church Consulting in the United States of America. Trust us to help you grow. Don't wait till it's too late. You will be glad you did. Call us now on 080-2458. Email contact@magnacraftconsulting.com or magnacraftconsulting@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram @MagnaCraft Limited. MagnaCraft Consulting, doing church God's way. Hello. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters live broadcast show brought to you by MagnaCraft Consulting Team, anchored by Niyi Dunmade, a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the U.S. Here, each Monday of every week, we address important, relevant, and actionable topics of interest that will help you and your church grow healthier. And now, meet your host, Niyi Dunmade.
Yes, this is Niyi Dunmade, live from the city of Abuja. My name is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of MagnaCraft Consulting. Welcome to Monday Morning Matters in the year 2026. A happy new year to you. And so we want to thank you for being part of this live broadcast, unedited. My name again is Niyi Dunmade. I'm the founder and the CEO of MagnaCraft Consulting. Now, let me tell you a little bit about MagnaCraft Consulting. MagnaCraft Consulting is a church consulting firm that helps churches to grow, become, and get healthier through empirical assessment, trainings, and strategic blueprint. Our vision is very simple: to be the leading church health consultancy that creates actionable, sustainable, and adaptable solution. I'm also a certified church consultant with the Society for Church Consulting in the US. I'm also a certified church consultant with Church Consultation University, also in the US. I'm also your host to this live broadcast show on Facebook page, MagnaCraft Consulting, and of course on YouTube channel, MagnaCraft Consulting, every 7 a.m. Mondays. This year is loaded with a lot of goodies every Mondays, a brand new topic for every Monday. I'm also known as the Church Health Guide of the 21st century. A big thank you to everyone who has been liking our posts, sharing our content, reacting to our content. I also want to say thank you so much for being consistent with us and getting the value that we offer for free on our social handles. Today, this month, we're going to be talking on the foundations for a healthy ministry. The foundations for the healthy ministry. That's the theme for this month. But today, we're going to be focusing on the pastor's personal growth plan for a strong ministry year. The pastor's personal growth plan for a strong ministry year. All right? Growing leaders lead growing churches and ministry. But before we go into the juice of the day, let's pay some bills and then we will go into the juice of the day. This Monday Morning Matters, we believe that our expertise will be of great benefit to you and your church. All right. Today we're going to talk about the pastor's personal growth plan for a strong ministry year. And then next week, Monday, we're going to talk about core systems every church must build. Core systems every church must build. Then how to build the following, that's the third Monday in the month of January. We're going to talk about how to build a team that actually takes work off your plate. And the last Monday, we're going to talk about survival-driven decisions. All right, survival-driven decisions. And so Dr. Tom Rainer, fantastic church consultant. I mean, I follow him so closely because he has helped me in my church consulting career. You want to become a certified church consultant, reach out to me and let's see how we can give you all the discount. Over 40% discount will be given to you. All right. You want to help your own church. You want to help other churches revitalize. Let us have this conversation going. I'm sure you'll be glad that you were able to reach out to me to get the information that will be helpful to you. You can also create a side gig income for yourself. I've written 3 books. Church Retention, Pathway to Growth, and then the second one is Busting Church Growth Meet. The third one is Data-Driven Leadership. Now, all these 3 books, you can get them directly by chatting with us on WhatsApp or go to Amazon using the QR code or searching the topic on Amazon, or you go to Roving Hide stores nationwide. You will get all the 3 books. Very easy, very, very easy for you to anywhere in Nigeria or anywhere in the country. You can get my books to Roving Hide stores. All right. And then please go on our YouTube channel to get quite a lot of information that will help you become better leader to lead your church and ministry. So welcome to Monday Morning Matters. These leaders the leadership conversation designed to help pastors and church leaders, ministry leaders to start their week with clarity, wisdom, and practical direction. As we begin 2026, many churches are planning new programs, bigger services, better systems, stronger teams, and better health status. But very few leaders intentionally plan their own personal growth, because your personal growth will determine the kind of growth you're going to see in your church. Okay, I said earlier, they say growing leaders lead growing churches and ministry. Now, a strong ministry does not just begin with strategy. It begins with the state of the leader. The state of the leader will determine the state of the church eventually. And today we're going to be discussing the pastor's personal growth plan for a strong ministry year. Why personal growth is a ministry responsibility. Why is it a ministry responsibility? Many pastors feel guilty investing time in themselves. No, in fact, of recent, there was one of our executive pastors in my church who did a PhD, became a doctor. I was thanking, because I know that is going to help his ministry career. All right, so most pastors feel guilty investing time, resources in themselves. If you invest in yourself, you are helping a soul. Some believe that I should focus on people, not myself. Okay, you know, there's one when you are in the plane, there's a crisis or a pandemic. I mean, the plane is at risk, and then the pilot tell you that take care of yourself first before you look for another person. You see, ministry is such that if you don't take care of yourself, there's no how you can take care of soul. People can make comment, the work is too much. God will help me as I go. Those narratives are very, very dangerous. But here's the leadership reality. Neglecting your growth is not humility. Neglecting your growth is nonchalance, is complacency, it's irresponsibility. I had to literally appreciate my pastor when I saw that he got a doctorate degree, a PhD in international business. I mean, a pastor, PhD in international business. I was so very, very, very proud of what he has achieved bagging that doctorate degree. Now, what happens when a pastor stops growing? Yeah, I know you're going to say that the church stops growing, but you see, sometimes the pastor, when he stops growing, the church can still be growing. But you see, this is what happens when the pastor stops growing. Vision becomes repetitive, all right? Just a narrative, a narrative that's going on. Decisions become reactive. Okay, the decisions to make the church stay in direction becomes reactive instead of proactive. All right, energy declines. Emotional fatigue steps in. It increases. Actually, the church plateaus even when activities, programs increases. Now, the thing is this. The Bible says of Jesus in Luke chapter 2 verse 52. The Bible says Jesus grew in wisdom, in stature and favor with God and man. If Jesus himself could grow intentionally in wisdom, stature, and favor with God and man, every leader must grow intentionally in wisdom, stature, and favor. Now, 4 critical growth areas every pastor must plan for. A healthy growth plan must be balanced. You know, one of the things you're just going to be hearing from me as a church consultant is balance. Never you go into the extreme. There must be some balance, not balance, not just a spiritual one, but balance when it comes to spiritual, emotional, physical, psychological, mental, everywise. Okay. And so number 1, the 4 of them, 1 is spiritual growth, the second one is emotional and mental growth, the third one is leadership and management growth, and the fourth one is physical and lifestyle growth. So let's start with number 1, spiritual growth. Ask yourself, in my prayer life, is it deep, intimate, or rushed? Or do I hear God clearly, or only just when I want to preach sermons? Okay. These are very, very, very key questions you need to ask. Fix personal devotional times where you separate when you are preparing for sermons and when you are actually feeding yourself. Quarterly personal retreat is very, very important. I mean, there's a book I read, 12-week year, 12 weeks plan or something like that, where you have a plan for 90 days and then you revamp the wheel for the next quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter to make sure you finish the year strong. Spiritual accountability partner. Number 2, emotional mental growth. Unaddressed emotional health becomes leadership leakage. It becomes leadership leakage. When you have unresolved, unaddressed emotional state or health, it becomes a leadership leakage. Now, what are the common pain points here? Carrying everyone's burden alone. You need to have a team. That's like the 12 disciples carrying that were leading the early church. It was not one person's affair or Peter's affair. It was everyone carrying the ministry workload for the church. Suppressed frustration, silent burnout. Okay, how do you overcome this? Emotional intelligence development. Do personality assessment, profiling, and work on your blind spots. Work on your weak areas. Safe leadership circles. Look for other leaders who you can be vulnerable to help you overcome those vulnerable areas of your leadership style. Periodic counseling and coaching can also help you in emotional and mental growth. Number 3, leadership and management growth. Many pastors, many church leaders are spiritually matured. I mean, there's always an 80% chance that any church leader or pastor I meet is spiritually matured, but structurally weak. Yes, structurally weak. They can't structure their church. Okay. Now the key question is, can I design systems? You need to maybe do a course. We can come do trainings for you. How can you design a system? How can I delegate effectively? Can I lead other leaders? Okay, read books on leadership. Take courses on leadership. Okay, let's discuss on how to set up systems for a church. Exposure to best practices. Go to other churches. Go to other ministries. How are they doing it? Ask questions. That's one thing I like about Jesus when he was on earth. They asked him a lot of questions. I think I'm going to write a book putting out all the questions that they asked Jesus and bringing out wisdom for today's church. You see, these things are very, very, very clear in the scriptures. Mentorship from experienced leadership can help you in your leadership and management growth. Number 4, which is the last one, it is what? Physical and lifestyle growth. Your body is not a spare part. You can't change your ears. You can't change your eyes. You can't change your teeth. You can't change your heart. Okay, it's not a spare part that you use and dump and it's not. You are not a machine. You are a human being. God has created you that way. And so when you are a human being, there are warning signs: constant fatigue, poor sleep, all right, irregular eating, all right, no rest reading. All right, and you need to find ways to schedule rest days. For every 7 days, out of those 7 days, you must have a day for rest. Out of every 7 minutes, you must have 1 minute to pause. Out of every 7 hours, you must have 1 hour to reflect. Okay, exercise routinely, eat well, have some health checkup with the medicals to make sure that you are actually doing very well as health-wise. Designing a simple personal growth plan. This is a step-by-step growth plan. Number 1, conduct a personal growth audit. Reflect on yourself. Rate yourself 1 to 5 in spiritual vitality, emotional health, leadership capacity, and physical well-being. So that you know which area to improve. You see, all of them have to be balanced. Where are you weakest? Begin to work from that point, from that starting point. Step 2, set 3 personal goals. Don't set too many goals. Set 3 personal goals for 2026 in that area of your weakness. Not 20 goals, not 50 goals. Just 3 clear, measurable goals for 2026. Now, you can start by saying examples: reading 12 books on leadership, 1 every month. I read books a lot. Take 1 leadership certification. Build a consistent prayer reading pattern and retreat throughout the year. Step 3, allocate time on your calendar. Allocate time on your calendar, so that if it is not scheduled, it shouldn't happen. I do that a lot. If it's not in my calendar, it should not happen. Okay? Anything that should happen must be in the calendar. So that's where you get your weekly growth time, where you're going to concentrate on yourself. Don't put all your calendar for people, for church, for activities. Also keep some time in the calendar for yourself. Monthly reflection, quarterly reviews. Leadership growth must be planned, not hoped for or allowed to happen by accident. The 4th one is build accountability. Who knows your growth goals? Be accountable to someone who asks you hard questions that you cannot ask yourself. But someone who loves you so much and wants you to grow to a height that God wants for your life, will ask you the hard questions. Growth without accountability becomes intention without execution. Now, how personal growth directly strengthens ministry results. Here's what changes when a pastor grows intentionally. Better decision making. You see, things begin to work well. Stronger leadership pipeline. You begin to get some great leaders coming out from your church. Reduce burnout. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to do, because when everybody's strength is on the table, every weakness is vanished. Healthy staff culture. People are happy to work for your church. Sustainable church growth. It's very, very crucial for us to be able to understand that. Churches don't fail because of lack of prayer alone. They fail because leaders stop growing. When the leader is healthy, the church is healthy. Vision flows, systems stabilize, and people flourish. Ministry is also accomplished. What are the common mistakes pastors make and how to avoid them? Mistake number 1, confusing activities with growth. Activity is not growth. The fact that you are doing a lot of programs is not growth. Busyness doesn't mean that you are moving forward. Business doesn't mean you are growing. Mistake number 2, only growing spiritually. You shouldn't see yourself only growing spiritually. That's a very silent mistake, that because you are growing spiritually, then you are growing well. You need to grow emotionally. You need to grow physically. You need to grow psychologically. Spiritual depth without leadership skills most times create chaos and confusion. And you see, church needs to be done orderly and with decency. Mistake number 3, waiting for crisis before you do something about your growth. Don't wait for crisis before you do something about your growth. Okay, waiting for crisis before growing. See, I understand how growth works. Okay, just like in Acts of Apostles, the crisis that happened in Acts chapter 6 actually made them grow massively. All right, don't allow crisis to be the catalyst for the kind of growth that you should have. All right, growth should be proactive, not reactive. Mistake number 4, growing alone. As a leader, Don't grow to a point. Remember, the gap between you and your leaders is so wide. It's good to grow with people, grow with your wife, grow with your lieutenants, grow with your pastors, grow with your leaders, grow with your workers, grow with your volunteers. Okay, don't grow alone. It's a terrible mistake for you to be growing alone. Isolation kills leadership longevity. All right. You see, the thing is, as you are growing and everybody's growing, the body is growing and the body is also healthy. I need to draw the curtain right now with a call to action. Let me leave you with this. Your church deserves a growing pastor. Every church all over the world deserves a growing pastor. Your family deserves a healthy leader, and you deserve a sustainable ministry life. Okay, now for this week, I just want to give you this action. Before next week, Monday, conduct your personal growth audit. Because if you don't know it, you can't manage it. All right, write down your top 3 growth goals for 2026. I've done mine. All right, schedule time for growth in your calendar with white spaces for yourself. You can't have 365 days and all those days are for everybody. You should have time for yourself. All right? I want to pray for you. Lord, help every one of our pastors, every one of our church leaders, ministry leaders to lead from health and not from pain, to lead from health and not from exhaustion, to lead from health and not from burnout. Help them all to grow so that your people may flourish in the mighty name of Jesus. I want to thank you for joining Monday Morning Matters today. Let's build a healthy leaders for healthy church and ministry. Now, if you have any church-related questions for me, let's have them in any of the social media handles. I'm sure you're going to get more than an answer from me. You have any question, any inquiries for me, please, let's have them in any of the social media handles, and we're going to take the conversation from there. Please, if you have any question, any inquiry, we're going to take the conversation from there. I'm sure you're going to get more than an answer from me. All right? Please, this video has been helpful to you. Please do share us to your community. Drop me a comment in the comment section. You've learned from me right now. I also want to learn from you. I know you pastors, you are loaded. I also want to learn from you. Drop me a comment in the comment section what you feel about some of the things I've shared. Okay? Because ministry is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Ministry is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And if you deal with a marathon with a sprint mentality, you're going to just fizzle out. I would love to also hear from you what you're using to cope on with the ministry workload. I also want to learn from you. Drop me a comment in the comment section what you feel about the things we have shared. All right? We also do consultation, we do revitalization, we do trainings, we do strategic planning for churches and ministries. Reach out to us so that we can help you, help your own church with excellent church consulting for health, vitality, and result. Thank you for your attention, and may God bless each and every one of you as you have a very, very happy new year, fruitful week ahead. And till I come your way next week, Monday, with a second edition of Monday Morning Matters for the year 2026. I say bye-bye. I love you, and God bless you. Thank you so much for your attention.